and say to like a parasite, get it bigger and bigger and bigger until it fucking eats you inside your life and stares out your eyes and tells you what to do. And that's the news.
And now it's time for Dream Time with Agent 649.
In the story, an unnamed narrator tells of the mysterious disappearance of his friend Dalloway, a recluse and autodidact living nearby oil fields in Southern California. Dalloway, it seems, had begun to develop a bizarre and unnatural fascination with oil, not just as a natural resource, and not just as something of geopolitical value, but with oil in itself as an ancient and enigmatic manifestation of a hidden world. Over time, Dalloway's conversations with the narrator began to take on the form of mystical visions, described by Dalloway as a kind of gothic funereal ooze, that black and nefarious essence of all life that had ever been, constituting in fact a great deep-digged black graveyard of the ultimate eldritch past with blackest ghosts. Oil had waited for hundreds of millions of years, dreaming its black dreams, sluggishly pulsing between Earth's stony skin, quivering in lightless pools roofed with marsh gas, and in top-filled rocky tanks and coursing through myriad channels. The image of oil as stealthily waiting gives the ooze the vague quality of intelligence and intent, and, more specifically, of malefic intent. In hyperbolic prose, oil is not the type of ooze we see in Cold War monster movies, where the ooze remains hidden beneath the surface of the earth. Instead, in the story, oil is described as an animate, creeping ooze that is already on the surface, and that imminently courses through all the channels of modern industrial civilization, from the central pipelines feeding major cities to the individual homes and cars that populate those cities. At one point in the story, the narrator attempts to put Dalloway's rather crackpot theories into coherent form. Dalloway's theory, based on his wide readings of world history, geology, and the occult, was that crude oil, petroleum, was more than figuratively the lifeblood of industry in the modern world and modern lightning war, that it truly had a dim life and will of its own, an inorganic consciousness or subconsciousness, that we were all its puppets or creatures, and that its chemical mind had guided and even enforced the development of modern technological civilization. In brief, the narrator concludes, Dalloway's theory was that man had not discovered oil, but that oil had found man. And that's your bedtime story. Good night.
Ending another broadcast day.